and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17, that's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're going to play again in 6 days. The team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week, those are the teams that handle the grind, the marathon, as you called it, of the NFL season, and here we are, week 2.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Value 3.
Right to the air, here's Goff. He's going to test this secondary right away. To the goal line and in. Christian Watson, touchdown Broncos. That his first touchdown of the new year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Broncos are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run here with Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. They pick up 17 through the air. That's a Steeler 1st down. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Hall. And he will score. Reese Hall, touchdown Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
You see, Mike, anytime the quarterback is hit right as he's about to release the ball, there's just no telling where this ball is going to end up. In this case, it leads to the easy interception, but you have to give credit and give the assist. That pass rush is what created that turnover.
The Steelers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Hall. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
On the return, here's Turpin. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary.
After the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often.
And remember now, so that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Maverick wall. Touch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Denver. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Broncos are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On the give, it's Hall. Woo! Finding room to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go play action with Goff. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this.
Hey, kill! Attack!
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Here's Goff. Now a screen set up for Achane. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's in. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Broncos. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Goff has his offense ready for this 2-point try. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Taking off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll throw on first down with Allen. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Josh Allen. Open man is Jennings. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now Allen on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. And he is finally going to be tracked down. It is a huge loss. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Matthew Stafford's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head cross-country, just outside D.C., to check out the Commanders at home in Landover. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Sam Darnold, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Devontae Smith, close to 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
As we get ready for the second half. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Steelers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Allen. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. A give. Here's Hall. He'll get about 2. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Allen to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Throwing is Allen. That's complete to Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball.
And he will score again. Breece Hall, touchdown Pittsburgh. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And making a hat trick, that is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Goff. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Now, Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He's inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Hall, a 1st down, and more. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They'll run, it's Hall. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. That goes for 58.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
Now, first and goal.
Hold on. Check. What's that?
Here's Achane. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2. Down to the 2. For the lead, here is third and goal.
Hey, Shell.
They'll run with Achane. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4 down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. They'll come up now for second down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. So now, big spot for the veteran Greg Zuerlein. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
We go tonight.
On first down, it's Goff. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. A second down throw for Goff. Now a screen set up for Achane.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Now a first throw here in overtime. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A run here with Hall. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
56, 56.
A design run here for Allen. And the Steelers are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.